This video is all about 2023 and 2 series that I did on YouTube. Thank you for being here with me during this journey, and I'm just gonna break it down for you a little bit in this video. We're gonna go on a little adventure over the next 3 months. As many of you know, I've been doing Starch Solution for about 2.5 years, and I have definitely hit a plateau, but that's okay. I am just regrouping and deciding how I am going to move forward to really break that plateau. And I hear from many of you, how do you get over this plateau? So we are going to experience this together. So I have hired Emily at Plant First to really help and guide me the next 3 months to break through this plateau. It's definitely been a life-changing year in so many ways. 2023, I really didn't know what was coming for me, but I took in every moment that I could and really started out the year shifting and changing. And I did a full series about breaking my plateau. And I got to a point where I really was in a place where I needed a little bit more accountability, as I had been doing Starch Solution for many years before, and I lost 35 pounds on my own and really navigated the territory of how to build my meals. I was making a lot of recipes and things like that. I also started eating the same exact food. So there were so many parts of how I was able to lose 35 pounds through Starch Solution. But I really was in a plateau phase, and I needed to change. I needed to shift. And so I hired a coach in 2023 to really help me build out my meals, have simple meals, learn how much food I need to eat per meal, which is so important. So if you don't know how much potato or how much rice or how much oats you need to keep you full and satisfied, I really want to encourage you to start figuring that out. Think about my 50-50 dish. It's on my website at eatstarches.com. It's such a great tool to use and to have and to start building your meals in that dish so you can physically see the amount of food that you are eating. It has been such a helpful tool for me over my journey, and I highly encourage you to check that out. So during my breaking my plateau, I started really honing in, eating super simple, not even with that many sauces. I started to navigate how much food I needed to fill my belly, but also just help my palate not crave things. And definitely there were times where I wanted to, have a snack or something like that, but I built every meal around a starch and a vegetable. And if I were to snack, I would have a piece of fruit. And oh my goodness, a piece of fruit is nature's treat, I feel like. So delicious. So I became laser focused for 16 total weeks, but in my 12 weeks, I lost 18 pounds. And I now can say that I have lost probably the amount of weight that I needed to get to my optimal weight. And Dr. John McDougall talks about optimal weight. Your body just getting to a place where it functions really good. It feels good. It looks good. And I really feel like I'm in that place. And the rest of this entire year, I have been able to keep the weight off by really keeping to simple meals of starches and vegetables and just eating when I am hungry. It has been so rewarding to be in this space of not having food as pleasure, but more of fuel. It keeps me alive, it nourishes me, it makes me feel good, but I am not in a place where I make a lot of recipes anymore. I know what kind of veggies and starches I love, and I consume those in larger quantities to fill my stomach up. And it just feels so good to not have to worry about my next meal. The only things that I'm worried about now is grocery shopping, making sure I have enough food and that I have my vegetables prepped or my starches, which is so important. And so that's why I love my scalloped potato recipe. If you haven't tried it out, I did a lunch with Liz. I'll link it below. It's such a great recipe. You can make any cheese sauce that you love, incorporate potatoes. You can even saute some onions and some garlic and add that into your layers. But I'm a Midwest girl, so this really hits the spot from a casserole standpoint. And I really lived on scalloped potatoes for many weeks during my Breaking My Plateau. 2023, I also did a series of building better habits. And this was about me breaking my plateau, but getting into a new cadence. If you can remember, cadence was one of my words for 2023. And so I really wanted to have good routines for my life, walking, exercising, doing yoga, doing weights, and really keeping myself accountable to keeping those simple meals and making sure that I'm active in my body. And I'm continuing to do that, and it feels really nice to be in the space of not being worried if I'm going to gain weight. But I am giving myself about a 5-pound grace period because heck, sometimes sodium's a real thing or I have a lot of water. So I do give myself grace in my weight. And to be honest, I rarely weigh myself anymore because I just know that I'm fueling myself with such amazing food and my activity level is so amazing that I don't feel like I need to be checking in. And that has also given me some personal freedom. During my Breaking My Plateau, definitely was weighing in every week so that I could adjust and shift and change with my coach. But it's just been a life-changing year in many ways. And all around Starch Solution, it was about breaking my plateau and building better habits. And I will continue to do that in 2024. And I encourage you to be in a place around food and really empower you to make that next step to living the most vibrant lifestyle you can around food. And that is why I love Starch Solution, because it gives me that freedom around food. And I really was able to crack the code of what I need to eat, how I need to eat, when I need to eat. And really, it's allowed me to not worry about food and just have it as fuel. I will say that it did take me about 75 days to get rid of some of cravings that I would have. And that's really when I started looking at food as fuel. So it definitely is going to take time, but I encourage you to stand in your power and make this a commitment for you to be the best version of yourself around food and activity. You will be so pleased that you did this for yourself. You are the only one that can do it. And heck, I'm going to link some of my pep talk videos below because I do think it's so important to be in this space and really understand that you are the only one that can do this for yourself. Thank you for tuning into today's video. I appreciate you being here. I would love a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this coming your way.